Hi and welcome to Raven Rose. I'm Sam and this is my Valentine's Day look. I don't know what that was. Yeah, this is my first Valentine's Day after a divorce. But you know what? I'm gonna just treat myself nice. I have made an appointment to go and have my nails done. And I'm just going to spend the day being kind to myself, and I'm going to let myself lay in bed as long as I want in the morning and listen to one of my audiobooks, which at the moment happens to be quite saucy. I didn't realise that when I downloaded it. It was called Dragon Slayer and I thought it was like some kind of really cool sci-fi humans morphing into dragons, space age thing, and yeah, it's that, and there's more. So perfect for Valentine's, really. A nice romantic mood. So anyway, here's my Valentine's Day look. I hope you like it. If you'd like to see how I created it, then please carry on watching, and I will see you soon. So I first used tempera to go all over my lid, and then I used raw sienna to really work into my crease with a nice big fluffy brush. This is my transition shade for today, and I wanted it nice and spread out and fluffy. I then went in with Buon Fresco, okay, yeah, and I'm lightly sweeping with, again, a fluffy brush all over my eye socket and around the shape of my eyeball, and just building that up until I get the desired shade. And keep building. And then I went in with Cypress Umber, and I really used this E25 brush to kind of pat it in and swish it. So I wanted to create more of a dome shape of my eye. So I wanted to make sure to get the shape just right before I started sweeping it. So I didn't push as much on my inner eye, there was more sweeping motions, but definitely around the top of the dome shape and on the outer eye it was like pushing and then swishing. And again, building it up to just the right amount before using a nice fluffy brush to just blend that out a little. Then use a little translucent powder at the top just to help blend that in. Then I went in with Love Letter on a more pointed brush just to make sure the colour went exactly where I wanted it. I wanted it on the outer and inner corner of the eye and forming a dome again over the top of my eyeball. Yeah, older eyes, I had to just pull it out a little bit to make sure I got it exactly where I wanted it. And again, swishing it out to make sure it's nice and blended. I then went into Primavera and I just used my finger to pop that in the middle to create a halo type look. And again, I'm patting that on. It's more of a base really for what I wanted to do next, making sure that that Love Letter stays in place. And then I'm spraying a brush and using Lithium from my Moondust palette to add just a little bit more glitter on that middle area. Okay, so I'm using my highlighter that I'm going to use later on as an inner corner highlighter on my eye. And then I'm sweeping all that excess translucent powder from under my eyes, which did catch an awful lot of colour. So I'm going in with, first of all, Buon Fresco, then Cypress Umber, and then Love Letter under my eye, so that it matches the top and it pulls the look together. in with the lovely bronzer. I love this Hoola bronzer, and I've just bought this new brush from Real Techniques, a powder brush, and it is so big and swooshy. And then in with my contour, and just contouring at the very top and then chiseling out my jawline. And then just trying to blend it all in a little bit. Yeah, inspecting something just there. And then I'm using a creamed powder blush, so I'm using my sponge to make sure that I don't swish it about too much and move the makeup underneath. Again with my highlighter, and yeah, this went everywhere and it was really intense, the whole look, so I popped on some translucent powder and then just brushed over the whole area to blend it all together. Going in with my eyeliner, and I had already done one eye and then flipped over to the other. I really liked the look of this eye, so in comparison the other eye was like whoop. So a little bit of cleansing water on the tip of a cotton bud, and I soon had that fixed and just popped a little translucent powder around the area to make sure that it wasn't completely bare. On with my mascara, my Better Than Sex mascara. What better mascara could you use for Valentine's Day? And then my NYX Black pencil liner. I'm using that more along the rim of my eye on the bottom lashes, and then I'm lining my top line. A little bit of lip scrub, and then I'm using my Rosy Rim lip liner from MAC and my Wifey lipstick from Huda Beauty. Felt with a more dramatic eye, a more neutral look on my lips would probably suit much better. On with my little Ardell Accent number 315s. I really like these little flirty lashes on the corner of the eyes. I think they work really well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if this is your first Valentine's Day after a breakup or a divorce, you can do the anti-Valentine thing, or you can just love yourself. I think the world would be a lot happier if we just all loved ourselves a little bit more. So until next time, I will see you very soon, and thank you again for watching.